I think this is very important because in order to really do a lot of data science analytics, you really need a lot of data. And within India, you have a large population. That means that you have a lot of consumer and a lot of data that you collect. And that is very important because having this kind of mass of data to not only from a data science part, but how can we really help the industry as well as the consumer side in terms of products, in terms of consumer or the services. And but in India, you have a lot of opportunity. That's why in the morning I see you have young people. I love young people because they are the future, right? And India has a lot of opportunity because you have this kind of a huge market. And so if you apply the workforce, the data scientists in this kind of huge kind of market, and I think that India has tremendous opportunities in data science. Well, the data science are very important in many sense, but then the interoperability between let's say, big data ecosystem are very important because we want to utilize all different analytics as possible, but without the standard ecosystem, it's very hard to reuse other people's analytics. And so what we try to do within ISO, JTC1 on the WG9, we try to look at how can we provide a reference architecture so that the data scientists, they could build applications out of it. And hopefully through the common ecosystem that we could reuse each other's analytics tools to really advance the data science, the environment. When you talk about different technology, one big thing about the ISO on the JTC1 WG9 is that we try to create the big data architecture, and that's agnostic. And agnostic meaning that it's not depending on vendor solution or the technology solution, and or even infrastructure solution. The main thing is how can we create an ecosystem to enable data scientists focus on data and analysis, regardless what underlying technology. And I think that's a key because you always have data, you always have some kind of analysis for the data. And that's why we try to have the computing infrastructure as the time goes on, they could be replaceable. Because today you might use ABC, tomorrow you will use XYZ, but the data science and also data, they always keep growing and keep changing. So that's why the agnostic is very important for the data scientists. I think securing the data is I would say is a little bit easier because from a system perspective we have different encryption algorithms and access control and so on. But my biggest concern is the privacy side. Because the privacy, you talk about different country. I'm not sure in India what kind of privacy practice you have, because different countries have different regulation, policy, and so on. And so from a system perspective, from privacy, it's very challenging. And we still struggle how to make privacy work. But if you say I want to have a secure storage, and so on, or maybe even a network, we could do that like now, especially people who do e-commerce, right? You're doing your password and so on. But privacy is a very challenging part. We still struggling and still try to put our hands around it. So I would say privacy is a much harder problem. So this summit kind of gave me some eye-opening, especially for people young from different sectors of business. and they try to move forward in big data and data science. So this summit is perfect for them, and I enjoy very much talking to them too.